Hi everyone. So yesterday I did a video of making some cards with the Gone Fishing tackle box, and I made a masculine card with the Gone Fishing, and I made a not so masculine, beautiful dainty flower card using the box dies. Well, the offcuts for that were some of these Misty Moonlight, Starry Sky, cardstock, and also this beautiful paper, but it was the other side that I used. Let me show you that card real quick. For this frame here, and these pieces came out. Well, the other side was this dainty flower, and the colors in it are supposedly fresh freesia and rich raspberry, which rich raspberry retired, but I still have some. So this is rich raspberry, this is fresh freesia. So I layered them. It's actually the opposite direction. And I was going to originally make one card, and I thought, no, I can turn it into two. So here are the 5 pieces that came out of the frame, and they're all this pattern on the back that I used for the frame. And I could have used those and also brought in these, but I'll use them for another card another time. So I just thought I'd make some cards, but I need to do a couple more things. I'm going to do one at a time. We'll start with this one. So I did use the deckled circle dies here from Stampin' Up. I love these. These are in the current mini catalog. I don't know, which ends December. I don't know if they're carrying forward. I haven't looked at their list and whatnot, or if they're even still available. So I just used a happy hello to you, and this is actually a retired, see my R on there? Retired stamp set. But it's a nice one. And yeah, anyway. And then I'll show you what I use for the second one. Now, I just did a haul video, which you should see before this. I'm using this corner rounder here, which is 4mm because these were already rounded and they look to be like the smaller 4mm thing. I did this side of the cardstock as well, and I did all 4 corners of the piece in the background there. And that piece I ran through. I believe this is retired now. Yeah, retired this past May. This Stitch Greenery die. It's like a background die, and you can either use this side, which indents it, or you could use the raised. On this particular card, I'm going to use the flat, smooth side, but I thought leaves went good with this. But I'm not happy that this background is so plain. So what we're going to do is we're going to splat it. We're going to do some splatting again. I seem to love that technique. And we're going to use, if I can get a hold of it here, we're going to use Old Olive. I just have to find it. That's Mossy Meadow. Where's my Old Olive? I bet you. Well, you know what? We can use Mossy Meadow because there's Mossy Meadow in the paper too. In fact, I was going to stamp in Mossy Meadow, and my ink pad is pretty much dry, so it still had a stamped off Mossy Meadow on it, and then I used on the stamp, and I used Old Olive. So I got a really deep green, which almost looks like Mossy Meadow. So let's just use that. Now I do have to bring in some scrap paper. I have some right here, because this tends to get everywhere. Actually, I'm going to do it like this and turn it a little bit. And we're just going to flick all over the card. Oops, I had to turn it because it's getting on my other mat. And that'll add just a little, it'll make it not so plain. And actually, while I have that out, I'm just going to do the other card that we're going to do next the same way. Oops, wrong end. I know I just used my Old Olive the other day, so I don't know where that is. This will ruin the tip of your brushes eventually if you do it too often with the same one. I don't think I've done it with Mossy Meadow before, honestly. I probably used Old Olive more. There's that. And I just do that to get the little bit of ink there in the cap off as much as I can. And those are stored right in front of me. Oops, sorry for making that noise. And we'll put that actually in the trash because it actually had dried glue on it already. Okay, so now we can assemble. And the first thing I think we'll do is we'll glue this together. I already stamped it. I did not texture this background. Maybe I should have splatted that too. It's okay. Yeah, it's okay. Anyway, are you ready for the holidays? I am not. This morning I got a package in, which is a gift for someone and also a gift from me. Not crafty stuff. You know, like curtains and stuff. Anyway, so I ended up getting everybody's gifts that I have and spread them out on my bed in my bedroom. And I feel like I just don't have enough for certain people, and I need to go out and remedy that. So I think it went like this, right? No, because usually this was at the top. I think this is how it, oh, maybe. No, I don't know. Something's not matching up. I think it went like this. Yeah. Okay, because that fuzzy thing goes on there. Oh, phew. Good thing. See, this is why you don't ever glue down right away. All right, I'm going to do the top one and the bottom one first and try and get them on there as straight as I can. If you really have to have it perfect, you can put a ruler and put little marks and stuff like that, but I am not going to do that. Let me take this one off because it's throwing me off visually because it's laying on there crooked. And I'm actually going to stand up and try and get that at about the same. Over that way a little more. Yeah. See, I got it a little off. That's okay. It'll all work out. I could have just laid a ruler on there, and I'm using wet glue for this. Yeah, the top one's off a little bit. Not too bad though, right? And you could bump this up or this up, but I'm not going to. Well, I might bump that circle up. I'm going to put this over to the left because I need room for the circle. Yep. And I'm going to put this block on there for a minute while I bring out gems. And also, I found these. These are fresh freesia. I think that wouldn't be bright enough. These are in the current annual catalog. These are actually berry burst, but I thought they look pretty good with the rich raspberry. Also these, which I just showed in my haul, or these Dollar Tree blings, and some of those are pretty close to rich raspberry, like that one. Or this one might be the same, huh? So those are a possibility. I don't think I'll use these. We could use just silver or gold. I mean, we might put a bird or a dragonfly on too. I'm not sure yet. But, and I'm not sure, I kind of like these, but they're really pretty dimensional. The big ones are. Let's see, let's hold them up. You know, I think I'm going to go with the Dollar Tree ones actually this time. But let's get this down first, and I do think I'll use dimensionals on that on this side and glue on this side. And I also have fresh freesia ribbon. Don't think I have any rich raspberry anymore. And a little bit of glue over here. Doesn't take much. I don't know if I want a bow, actually. It's a little bit higher than this. This could have used another piece of cardstock under it to make it exactly even, but I think it'll work. And let's just put a few of these. Let's see how that looks. I think that will be perfect. And they're flat. I really like that about them. Feel like I need something there though. Hmm. Would a green one be out of line? It's not the right color green, so you know what? We'll put 5 on. Up here. Yeah, I kind of like it there, so then we're going to have to put one over here somewhere. Right there. How's that? Lots of blingy bling. Now, I will, even though this is light enough to write on, I always like to put a piece of white card in there. I don't have one cut at the moment, so I'm just going to stop there for now. Let me put these aside. And let's do our next card. See, pretty easy. And use those off pieces. Now, this one, I did the same thing. I rounded the corners on this. This is, I think, 2 inches wide. Oops. Yeah, about 2 inches wide by 5 1/2. It goes all the way up and down. And then we have these, which go like this. The large one on the bottom and the shorter one on top. So again, I'm going to glue those down. And then we're going to flag this and put it on an angle across the middle. Oh, because I also have this piece, which is not rounded because it's going over on this side. So we're going to have it like this. And this is just a 1/2 inch strip, which was a cut from doing this. And then we'll have this. And then we're going to have this going across the middle. Okay? So we need to glue, let's glue this down first. You could use your whatever tape runner you have. You could also use tear and tape. That just takes too long for me. I like the instant gratification of the wet glue for most things. Now I do use tear and tape, but I use it mostly for things like envelopes or projects like boxes or something like that, which I don't do as often. And I could have done, like I said, a Starry Sky one because all of these are this Starry Sky pattern on the back. A little over that way. Okay, now I only have 2 I have to try and line up here. And this, just a note, is from the Go-To Greetings, which is a wonderful stamp set. I'll show it to you in a minute. It's from Stampin' Up. Let me bring that down a little bit and over just a little bit. Checking it twice. The bottom has to slide over a little bit. I think that's pretty good. Okay, and then we'll glue that down. And this one is rounded. Now we're going to sit that on there for a minute while I cut this. And I think we're going to have this going right across like this and flagged. This is, how wide is this? This is, I always put the wrong end, about 1 1/4 inch, which is really easy on the Stampin' Up! Trimmer because it's right to here on this side. So that worked. I love that about that trimmer, actually, having that measurement on the other side of the cutting. I like this one the most, and this is a little wide for it. Maybe I'll cut this down 1/8 on each side. Let's do that, and I think it'll fit then. So let's see. we'll just do an eighth and an eighth because I don't want to lop off too much on either side. I like how it's positioned. There's an eighth, hopefully. And the problem is the eighth line doesn't go, so I'm kind of eyeballing it to see if it's even with the quarter one. And I think that'll work now. I also have a little, it's retired, but a little Stampin' Up, what do you call those things? Guillotine cutter. I might actually cut these twice. Let me see how it goes. Is that the right one? Yeah. Oop. Where'd that go there? And all right, let's see how that looks. I think that'll be pretty. And maybe this one I will put a little bow. I'll look for that later. But I'm going to bump this up on dimensionals as well. And I think we'll just put them on the ends. Let me see how that'll fit. No, I'm going to put one in the middle too, right there. I actually think I need one here and one here too. I always do that, right? It seemed too floppy to me. And we'll just put like that. Now let me look for some ribbon and I'll be right back. Okay, everyone, I'm back. I have two choices: open weave ribbon in fresh freesia, which you can sort of see the color like that, or I found this retired Mossy Meadow braided linen trim, and I think I'm going to use that because I think we again need the contrast to the purple. And but let's put this down first. Now I'm going to attempt to try and tie a bow and put it in the middle underneath this, just a note from the go-to greetings, which I forgot to show you. Remind me. Oops. And I'll show you. And we're going to go like that. And so really, no one except us will know that those are two separate sheets of paper. Right? Yeah. I'm just gonna, I didn't see this. I really love this braided linen trim. If they have that in lots of different colors, I would probably buy it. I have it in, I think real red, although I think that's almost all gone, or something, and one other color, I think. Isn't that pretty? I might have to cut that down a little bit, and I just need a glue dot, and I just drop them. These are really little ones. Now here, you could use a piece of tear and tape. I'm going to use these glue dots, which, oh, these are, this old roll is so old. I want to show you. It's on this part of the roll, which they don't do anymore. They put it on the other side. And I prefer it on this side, just a little knit there, right? Anyway, I don't know how the other companies usually have them, but I like it better on the other part of the roll. And I think I'll bring in those same Dollar Tree gems again. No, well, should I? Yeah, why not? I don't think I'm going to put them on that, though. I'll put them one here, and maybe one here, and maybe one like right here. And I think that's going to be it. There's our two cards, and then I will put, like I said, white on the inside, just to level out the weight of the card. I don't like when the inside is flimsy and the front is not. But aren't they beautiful? And I said I'd show you the go-to greetings. I guess you reminded me. Here they are. They have happy birthday, thinking of you, just a note, and thank you, in various sizes. So yeah, really, and one little hello. And it's a wonderful set. It's in the current annual catalog. It was in the one before it, so I don't know if it'll continue again after April. So if you don't have this one, this is a good every all-purpose kind of thing. And I'm using the larger, just a note right here. And it's beautiful, right? So those are my two cards from the offcuts of the tackle box pieces that were cut out. I still have these cardstock pieces. I haven't decided yet what I want to do with those, so I'll probably put them in with my Gone Fishing dies, or I'll put them in a little bin I have with some embellishments and stuff and see, maybe an option would be to find some stickers and put a yeah, put a sticker on each one. These would be nice for a winter. I might do that, like snowflakes or something. This one, I only have two of them, but I could do two like I did here. So I'll think about that. I don't have a plan yet. I hope you enjoyed it. I know it's not my usual live stream. I'm going to try and do some live streams in 2024, but I haven't figured out the schedule just yet. So let me know your thoughts. What's your favorite one? Do you like this? Do you like this idea? You don't always have to have the frame, this had the frame and then I inlaid some and I bumped some up slightly above the frame and some even with the frame and just added a floral embellishment. You could also add flowers here, but I chose not to make it more difficult than it was. I just wanted something easy. All right, everyone. I hope you have a wonderful Christmas or happy holidays if you don't celebrate Christmas. And I will see you again pretty soon. Bye.